Hello, everyone, and welcome to Attract Mode. I am your host, DreamTora, and we have a very exciting showcase coming up for all of you. We have Animal Crossing New Horizons Happy Home Paradise by Quartz. And before we start the show, I'd like to give a major shout out to those watching from SGDQ and all of our Lady Arcaders members especially. And speaking of Lady Arcaders is an all-women's gaming collective. Lady Arcaders welcomes all women in gaming, speedrunners, developers, and casual fans alike. In addition to a cozy private community, we run weekly showcases on our Twitch channel, as well as larger charity events throughout the year. And with that, I think I'm going to throw it over to Critique. Critique, take it away. Critique, take it away.
Hello, everyone. I am Critique Quartz, and I have trapped you here on Happy Home Paradise Island Chain to sell you some vacation homes. And so we're going to look at the ones I've already made. Now that we have all of the speedrunners contained at SGDQ, we can finally show off some other non-speedrun focused showcases, and that's what this is. With me, I have my co-commentators, DreamTora and BigScared. If you both would like to introduce yourself, go ahead.
Hello, I am Tora. You've already heard me before, so you already are familiar with me.
Hello, I'm BigScared, and I'm just happy to be here at our definitely not timeshare meeting.
Yes. So I actually have something like 27 vacation houses. And I don't know if the timer has started, but if it hasn't, go ahead and start it because I will probably use all 2 hours of our estimate. Now, I have mini houses. We're going to start from the bottom because these bottom two are the ones that I dislike the most. And we're just going to go up from the bottom.
Now, why do you dislike these ones?
So, when you are roaming around, because the way that the DLC works is you roam around the beach that we were standing on earlier, and you run into a villager, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'd like to build a house for you, and you talk to them, and they give you a theme. And some of these themes are really difficult for me. Like, for example, Mo over here decided that they wanted a magician's mansion. And I don't know how you build that. Like, that, my first reaction was, oh, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And apparently my answer was a lot of lights, like a scary amount of lights and popcorn. But yeah, this is Mo's house. This is because you get to design both the outside of the house and the inside of the house. Oftentimes, I will find myself spending way more time on the outside than the inside, just because I like the flowers and like the houses and stuff, or not the houses, but the trees and stuff. But you can pick which. This is also one of the smaller houses too. I forgot about that. So yeah, this is just, he has a race car bed because why not? What other type of bed?
Nothing says magician more than having a race car bed.
I mean, what other bed would you give him is the question, right?
Yeah, that is a fair point.
Listen, the question I would ask is there a more magical bed than a race car bed? And the answer is no.
You're right. And because, you know, he said magician's mansion, I was thinking, let's make it look like it's a stage. So all of his walls are the red curtains, with the exception of the black back wall, which is a black backdrop. Honestly, I think the jukebox is here because it was a required item. I don't think the jukebox particularly goes with the theme, but you can turn it on. I guess not. Usually you can interact with those and pick themes you get from KK. So,
And I believe
But
you
this
can
is-
only. I believe you could only do that when you're working on the house.
that might be true. Soundscapes are not my strong suit. There are a ton of features in this, but yeah, this is Mo's little magician themed hideaway.
It's cute. It's cozy. It's magical.
Exactly, and that's what we're going for with him. So let's go see Pudge real quick. There are several of them that, I just kind of wasn't here for the theme. And so I built it out on the theme, but when I got the ability to build 2-story houses or change the room size, I just didn't go back and fix them. Pudge and Mo are both one of those. So yeah, his was like a really like wealthy theme. So nothing says wealth like chest, right? Chess is wealth, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Knowledge is power, and power is wealth. I read that somewhere.
And going inside, these smaller ones, these first ones that I did where I didn't have the ability to like expand the rooms, are kind of cramped. And like, honestly, I kind of think it's funny. He's like really wealthy or whatever, and he can't get around his house. Like, that's the funniest thing to me. He's like super wealthy, but like he can't afford a separate wall for his bathroom.
That's a mood.
Excuse. Okay, he's not gonna let me go sit on the toilet. That's incredibly rude of him. But yeah, this one just kind of fancy, I guess. I don't know. Some of the items, because when you're building houses, they give you like 2 or 3 items you have to put in the house. And some of them just like don't work well with the theme. And then they give you a bunch of other items that kind of go with the theme. And you're just kind of like, one of these things does not belong here, but okay. So this is Gloria's vacation home. I really like this like island layout because you can pick where all of them are. There's a big map and you can just pick which one you think would work. I really
like the layout you have going here with the bushes and also the little beach area with the table.
Yeah. One thing I do wish that they would let you do is like, you see that cliff up there? You can't decorate it.
I want to decorate it
like,
so bad.
It needs something, right? Like, can't I just put a bunch of trees or flowers up there or something?
Or like a tall fence so I can't see the void.
Yeah. It's just like extends as far as the eye can see. Also, I know I'm talking really fast. That's just something I do. If either of you see something you want to comment on or want me to slow down, please let me know. I'm happy to. We have some time. This one was more of an open floor plan because, like, of course, I've got more space, but she's living alone. And so she doesn't really, like, necessarily need the privacy that, like, the roommates do. But I still wanted to give her, like, a little desk to sit at and, like, a nice little nook to chill at. Like, she doesn't have a dining table, which probably would be nice, but she does have this, like, cute little couch she can sit on, if I can remember how to sit in this game. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
It's like...
Yeah, I love the bookshelf.
I love all these candid camera angles that we're getting.
They're so good. One of the best. Oh no, that shelf is backwards.
Oh no.
Somebody needs to fire this designer. I don't know what she was on when she was making this place. But yeah, like this one, I was really just trying to make it feel like lived in and like somebody actually occupied the space. And I can't remember if this was DLC or if this was in a New Horizons edition. But the ability to add accent walls makes some of the wallpaper actually usable for once.
Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't want to cover an entire room in peaches. That'd be like covering an entire room in butts, right? Let's be real here. Peaches are just...
I'm sure someone out there would love to cover their entire house in peaches. And their name is Bowser.
You're right. You're right. I shouldn't judge. Oh no, she's trapped.
Oh no.
She can't get out.
Oh no! She's just pondering her existence.
She's just chilling. All right. We're gonna leave this travesty of a place before I notice something else I messed up. Let's see. Yes, this is...
facing the picture frame towards the window might add to the feng shui.
You're right. This is Eloise's house. I love her. She's one of my favorite villagers. I know before we went live, we were talking about favorite Animal Crossing villagers. Chat, if you want to tell us yours, I would love to know. But like, she's just great. I love her. She was the first one I designed a house for, and like as soon as I got the ability to add expansions, I was like, oh, bet I'm coming back here. Because like the first house you design, you don't do the outside, you literally get like a 6x6 room or a 4x4 room, and that's it. But this one's like just really cozy. It's just like a nice little reading room. I keep trying to move the furniture. My instinct is to get in here and then like move shit around. It really tells you the kind of person I am.
I love
also
the color palette in this house. Can we talk about the green pops on the warm colors?
Yes.
I love it.
So there's certain items, like, for example, this table right here that I'm standing in front of, that you can customize. And if you have access to the furniture, you have access to all of their customized choices. And so there are some like cases where it's just like, yeah, a lot of the customizable items have these colors in them when you change the color palette, like change their selection. And so it just lends itself really nicely to like certain color schemes. So yeah, like this is just nice and it feels really warm and cozy, which is why I like it.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
And one thing you will learn when we get into some of the later houses, I'm a very judgmental person. Like, I will purposely add like little details, like this little magazine shelf right here that I'm standing in front of. I'll add stuff like that and like make it block the way or something because the villager seems like a messy person, or the villager seems like somebody who wouldn't care about that, you know?
Yeah, that's always the fun part about designing homes is you kind of put yourself in the mindset of the villager. Like, how do you think they would have their house laid out? And like, would they be a clean type villager, or would they be the type of villager that leaves their shoes all over the floor, or leaves their trash all over the floor, that sort of thing?
Yeah. Definitely, like, one of the things I tried to do consistently was definitely have, like, a beverage out for them, whether it's coffee or tea or one of the fancy, like, mocktails they have. Yeah. Let's see. How many houses have we seen? Because there are also facilities that I have to show you. Some of them are very great. Oh, okay. We're going to go visit Willow, and then I will give you a choice. Do you want to see a restaurant, a school, a cafe, or a hospital? You think about that while we visit Willow's house. So you see, like, I was able to add those cosmos up at the top of the cliff because they're within the roped in section. But anything outside that is not customizable. Very unfortunate. You can also... I lost myself in the trees. Oh, I can't... I don't have free access to the camera angle here. That's unfortunate. You can also customize, like, the springtime and stuff, but Willow seems like the type of person, to me at least, to, like, come outside, have a nice little, like, hot coffee, and read a book.
That is very cute.
Also, you can customize the houses. Some of them I just left default because I was like, there's nothing I can add to this. But some of them I did go ahead and change. So her prompt was like a home for a coffee lover. And so I modeled it off of like a small coffee shop where everybody has some privacy, which is why it has the like really clean white brick wallpaper and then the nice little welcome mat. And there's plenty of chairs and tables.
Can I just say that at them adding the wall partitions was probably like the best addition to Happy Home Paradise.
Yeah, I really love the wall partitions. I wish in addition to them I could like adjust the ceiling height because it feels like there's just so much space there that it makes your characters feel really, really short. But it might be camera angle limitations because I know I'm moving the camera right now like this, but you didn't always have that ability in Animal Crossing. But yeah. Since it's a coffee lover's like place, I thought, oh yeah, chalk wall background so you can write the menu on. And then a nice little serving area.
And Willow's just sitting down for some coffee.
Yeah. What do you think? Hospital, cafe, restaurant, or school?
Let's check out a school.
School? All right, school first.
School sounds fun.
I see some love for Cinnamon Roll in the chat, one of the Sanrio characters that got representation in one of the amiibo cards and the characters. Don't worry, Chai is one of my favorite villagers.
And how many amiibo cards do you have, Critique?
The answer is 59.
Wow.
Wow.
Chat, how many do you have?
I see some yes chefs in the chat.
I have so little amiibo cards. I think I have like a set that came with the Wii U game. I'm forgetting its name. And I got some from my brother because he was collecting a lot of the amiibo cards. And then I also have the Sanrio set.
So I don't know about you, but this is a pretty accurate representation of one of the classrooms in my high school. Not like enough space for this many students, for one. That's just a grim reality of our school system right now. Two, the fans pointed directly at the teacher. Everybody else can suffer in the heat.
The realism.
Some people moving around chairs, dragging them to the back. There's not even this desk, not even occupied by anyone right now. Just bags and stuff in the middle of the floor. and like nothing is clean. There's just no way to get around. Also, a weirdly nice speaker system. Like, I don't know what that's doing here.
Yeah, usually schools have like a little dinky little radio type boombox.
Yeah, and the announcements, like the intercoms, and that's like it.
Yeah, I forgot that, or I didn't know that there was a workbench type desk or table.
So it's actually
Isn't that just a crafting station?
Yeah, the ironwood crafting station,
right.
Recolored. So like it's the ironwood crafting station item, but I changed the color on it. Yeah.
Cute.
I guess this is like a shop class or something based off the items they have on their desk.
Yeah, which shop class was a thing in high school, wasn't it?
It was at my school.
I wish it wasn't at mine.
I know it was in some schools at least.
One thing I will say that my school did have, but this school does not, was a smart board. I guess they're really skimping on the budget out here in Paradise Island.
I mean, they only have so much money to work with, you know?
Yeah, budget constraints. They're hitting everyone hard.
That's after my time, gamers. Back in my day, we only had chalk.
That's great, because I was in college in the mathematics department when the like chalk factory, the really high chalk factory, was closing down, and so my professors were telling us about how they were stocking up on chalk, and I was like, I do not care. Why are you even using chalk in this day and age?
Sometimes you have to.
I get, well, it's fair. I was at a college that had chalkboards still, so
most of my classrooms had whiteboards, which I think whiteboards were way better than chalkboards.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The only problem I think was the markers. The markers were prone to drying out really bad.
Mm-hmm. Just something about chalk, like pressing it against the chalkboard has like the most uncomfortable heebie-jeebie feeling for me.
Yeah. So we are here at Bianca. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel old, Crime.
Me and Crime shaking hands.
Oh no, there's not just one chalk factory. There's a really high quality chalk that's produced like in Japan. There's something to do with the way it's treated that math professors love. I don't know. I can't explain it. I'm not a math professor. So here we are at Bianca's Winter Wonderland, Winter Cabin. This is outside. I really had fun with this one because, first of all, there's all the snow and stuff, and there's these wonderful little like ice furniture that really don't make out any sense like anywhere else. Am I stuck? No, I'm not. Okay, we're good. That don't make sense really anywhere else, but putting them outside just like makes a nice little winter like sculpture garden.
I love the bear statue.
I love the bear statue
it's so
too.
Good.
It's my favorite.
That is a very ice statue.
Tora, I have to ask, do you make that joke every time you see an ice statue? Because I'm sure people are tired of it by now, given where you are.
I actually don't, surprisingly.
Oh, wow. Okay. Understandable. Have a nice day. Okay. So one of the items here was this dog food bowl, which is wild to me. Can somebody please explain to me how the animals in Animal Crossing are keeping pets?
That's a very good question.
I don't want to know, but like, what would they keep as pets?
So
fish, bugs?
Now, I don't know how far you want to get into this discussion, but there is some pretty intense theory crafting going on in like the Animal Crossing lore-seeking community. Yes, that is a thing. If you have not heard of it, I am so sorry that you had to hear about it from me. Please don't go looking for it. You'll know way more things than you ever wanted to know, and most of those things are just headcanon. But in the Animal Crossing lore crafting community, there is a pretty widely regarded theory that like the animals that we know, the named animals, are just people, and we see them as animals for some reason. And I'm gonna let you figure out whatever that is on your own, because that's just a big premise.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there and talk about how nice I love this nicely crafted birch furniture with like it still has the bark on it.
It's gorgeous.
Which is wild because birch, if you've ever touched a like birch tree or whatever, the bark on them is like paper. That white stuff will come off like very easily.
I imagine just flakes of it all around the table.
Yeah, I'm sure that works great. Since she's in a like little winter cabin, we gave her a stove. And we also gave her, of course, a nice comfy bed with a nice heavy quilt on it, some ski stuff, and some coffee. Tora, I believe you were about to say something. I think I cut you off.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever touched a birch tree.
I don't actually know where they're native to, now that I think about it. I don't know. Somebody in chat is probably about to tell us. All right, chat, you're taking me out with some of these things. In Animal Crossing, your superpower is to identify everyone's persona immediately.
You know, that's a good superpower.
I don't want to know some of your personas. You can keep that to yourselves. Onward to Maggie's house. The Garden of Regeneration. This one, because she was garden themed, I was like, yes. She must have all of the flowers. That was not enough. More, please. And so, she has a nice rose garden, and she has a nice little garden table. She has like a little like all of the garden supplies you would need to take care of all of this was really what I was trying to get in there. And I love this piece of furniture. This what is the word? Gazebo?
Pergola?
Pergola?
Is that what they call it? The pergola?
I have no idea. I call them gazebos.
No, because the gazebo was the one that is like all the way to the ground.
Yeah. And you can actually get inside of them.
Yeah, it's a pergola. I just Googled it.
Okay.
I said that you can actually get inside of them as you're underneath the pergola.
Yeah.
Like,
I was about to be like, is this someone inside? And then like a nice little bench and a workstation for more flowers, some shrubbery, just like, and this is springtime, so of course the cherry blossoms too. This is just, if I could live in any of these houses, I would want my outside, like the outside of this house. This is the outside of the house I would want.
Critique, you have a very important question from Indy.
Oh, no. Is it not just a black and red hedgehog, Indy?
I was gonna say, isn't it just not Shadow the Hedgehog?
Isn't it not just Shadow the Hedgehog?
It's not. It's Shadow the Hedgehog with a beard, and we all know it.
You're right. I'm sorry. How could I?
You forgot the beard.
I did forget the beard. It says, OC, please do not steal.
This is gorgeous on the inside.
Yes. Please do not ask me why she has a sword. I felt she needed it at the time, and I stand by that decision.
The sword is very important. It's a tool.
Yeah.
Listen, you never know when some random monsters are going to come into your house.
Yeah.
I've seen Zelda games.
You're right. You know what this... You know what Animal Crossing New Horizons is missing? Link's persona.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Did you forget Wolf Link was a character in Animal Crossing? You shouldn't have. So the inside of this house, I really wanted to make it feel like a florist lives here. So I definitely gave her like a workbench and a nice little fountain to like run water from, because you need a lot of water as a florist. There's a beet here. I guess she also gardens in her spare time for like vegetables and stuff. I don't know where she does it. It doesn't look like she has a room outside.
Critique that's a turnip.
I apologize. It's a turnip.
That's a very important turnip.
You're right, and I'm
It hasn't
wrong.
rotted yet.
I feel bad for being wrong. But yeah, so one of the things that I really liked about this one is that you can use several of these wooden flooring rugs and put them together to create a different flooring style, kind of like using one of the accent walls, because of course this is an accent wall, and what is the word? The herringbone wall is the main wall. So yeah. Of course, more shelves. This time, this shelf is placed correctly, facing outward. But yeah, I just wanted this room to feel like it was overflowing with greenery. And I think...
Nothing brings a home together than a framed picture of a turnip.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Where is this framed picture? I have no idea what you're talking about. Did I miss it?
It's on the shelf.
It is. Okay. Wait.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the wood shelf.
It literally looks like a picture of a turnip.
I don't think that's a turnip. I think that's like the side of a wall or some abstract piece of art.
I don't think it's intended to look like a turnip, but the size that we can do
It looks like a turnip. I stand by that it's a turnip.
That's okay. You know what? I disagree, but we have photographic evidence. So.
Chat, what do you think? Settle the score. Is it or is it not a turnip? Only you can decide.
The photo has been added to Critique's evidence.
This is the new Rorschach test. What do you see in the photo in Critique's house?
Is it a turnip? Vote now on your phones.
All right. Remember that for later. It's important. I will quiz you at the end.
Yes. Was it or was it not a turnip? Take notes for the test. We're going to go back to school at the end of this.
I see somebody in chat going, I wasn't expecting Animal Crossing to be this unhinged. I'm the performer. What were you expecting?
Oh,
they don't let me...
If you didn't expect Animal Crossing to be unhinged, you didn't know anything about Animal Crossing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I can't sit there. I wanted to sit there. So, again, back to me being a very judgmental person. She does not feel like somebody who buys nice lawn chairs, which is why she has the, like, $20 lawn chair from Target or Walmart or whatever. Just the worst plastic ones. And she also seems to be a fishing sort, so... That's that.
I see a very urgent and important poll in chat. Is it a turnip? Yes or no? Yes is winning. Yes is currently winning.
Chat. I have photographic evidence. It is very clearly a nice picture of like the trees along a walkway What are you on, chat?
No, they're on to something.
No, they're
let them cook, Critique. Let them cook.
Let them cook.
okay. All right. I'll let them cook. We'll talk about a tent outside for some reason. She seems like the type. She also seems like the type to like actually grow garden instead of just like dumping things in the garden however you can fit them. So
she's a real outdoorsy type.
Is she trapped over there, by the way?
Yes, she is. I don't know how I can get to her. The drink is actually in the way.
She's trapped in eternal gardening.
I mean, once we go in and out, eventually, like, she'll sort herself out. It's fine.
Eternal gardening, a fate worse than death.
Why have pictures of trees when you can just look out the window? Let me explain. The answer to that is aesthetic.
Tent on the inside.
Why
Tent on
plant
the
turnips
outside.
when you can just have a framed picture of a turnip?
Okay. What is she supposed to do, BigScared? I feel like there's some judgment here. What is she supposed to do?
No.
Sleep in the hammock?
That was not a judgmental statement. That was like a tent on the inside, tent on the outside, like the way you would market a mullet, like business in the back, business in the front, party in the back. Like we market her tent on the inside, tent on the outside, party house.
That's her dating.
Yes,
that's her dating profile.
That's her. That is absolutely in her OkCupid bio.
I am a tent on the outside, tent on the inside type girl.
Yes.
Butch lesbian? Okay.
Yes. Exactly.
Speaking of which, we haven't said it, but
Happy Pride Month!
We got so absorbed into Animal Crossing and immediately veered off into as unhinged as we could. But for everybody who celebrates, we love you and we hope you are having a great Pride Month, and we hope it only gets better from here.
Coming soon, Nook dating service.
I didn't. Oh, that's one
that'll
thing.
be in the next Animal Crossing. It'll be a dating sim.
It's literally the only app that's missing from your Nook phone.
Actually, wait. So, yeah, there's a GPS. There's not a weather app. And not a pointless stock app.
If they don't add a Tinder app, then I am gonna riot.
I mean, you can DM your friends from your Nook phone. So
and if you think about it, dating websites are just fancy.
I want to swipe left on some of my favorite villagers, you know? Or right.
And that's how you get them to live with you? What polycule are you building, Tora?
Let Tora
I don't
cook.
even know anymore.
This is Shino's vacation home.
It's so cute.
Yeah. So whenever I get any of the Japan themes, I'm always like, I don't know what to do with this. Apparently the answer is lots of bamboo, because there's these bamboo speakers that I absolutely love. And then, like, of course, there's a nice little sitting area. These, I don't know if you've noticed, but I definitely have some favorite pieces of furniture. These cushions, I love. These are my favorite, like, seats.
Yeah, they're a go-to.
And then there's the wood fire stove that shows up a lot.
I'm a big fan of those cherry tree branches you've got.
Yeah,
I put them everywhere. How did we tie about turnips? That is a great question. It looks like somebody definitely did not use their channel points to sway the poll. I'm not accusing anybody, but, you know.
So proud of you, chat, for seeing reality for once. I know it's
I'm
a very
so disappointed in you, chat. I expected better out of you.
Very uncommon thing for you, but I'm proud of you. So, like I said, she knows theme was a stage for Japan, so I kind of wanted to split it up into like a little like viewing area, and then like this is the stage. Unfortunately, I cannot actually build a raised floor. Very unfortunate. I would love to make ranch style houses here.
Oh man, that'd be an awesome addition to the houses if you could actually make a raised floor.
Yeah. And then like, of course, now that I think about it, I probably should have reversed the accent wall. I feel like that probably would go better as a backdrop against the concert.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I see what you mean.
Yeah. These are like all of her outfits and stuff, because I think she starts wearing that kimono. So I was like, oh yeah, we'll put all of her outfits and stuff over here so it looks like she has like a little, what's the word? Wardrobe for performing in, yeah.
Yeah. And she has a little tea table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to invite friends over and sing songs to and serenade in this wonderful vacation home. Hey chat, I have a question. Are you guys sold on a home yet? Would you buy one of my vacation homes?
Yes, only if it has a framed picture of a turnip in it.
That's one thing I will not put in a house. You're not getting a framed picture of a turnip. I'm sorry.
Okay, but if it were one of our required items for our happy home villager requirements, how would you disguise our framed picture of a turnip?
If I asked for a home and one of the boxes inside my house was a framed picture of a turnip, you'd be obligated to put that framed picture of a turnip somewhere, or else I would not let you progress.
All right, chat, this is a great point to introduce you to roommates. Did you know that if you take two villagers and you say, hey, I've already built a house for one of you, but you know what? I'm going to build another. I think you would room well with somebody else. You can tell them, oh, yes, I think you guys would be great as roommates. And then you don't have to worry about either of them's requirements.
And they were roommates.
They were roommates.
They were mates.
Let me check real quick. How far are we from roommates? It's loading. Oh no, we're a bit away from roommates. It's unfortunate. We'll get there soon. We'll see them.
It's roommate June.
Chat, how do you feel about pink? Do you like pink? She does.
I love pink.
I absolutely love these cliffs. They look like they're made out of marble.
I love the waterfall.
Just call them lesbians. They are lesbians, yes. So this one is actually like just a kitchen because I felt like that's all she needed. I felt like most of the design for this one was outside because, well, one, the outside's beautiful. I love the outside here. And two, I was like, her theme is like making sweets and desserts. So let's see how much of that we can cram in here. All of her little like kitchen outfits against one wall.
Oh, that's so cute.
See.
Actually, forget the frame picture of a turnip. Can I just have a little mini 7-Eleven inside my house?
Yeah, that's kind of the theme here, right? Just a nice little snacks and a place to eat them.
I love the way you coordinated the color palette of this to match her specifically.
Yes. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Ignore how pink she is? I don't know. I feel like that came out wrong.
No, she's perfect. She's beautiful. She looks like Linda Evangelista. She's a model.
I absolutely love her. I'm so glad that they made her not her nose, her horn a strawberry. She's just a friend. Friend-shaped. Definition right here. Also some cute cake.
Everybody loves cake.
Oh no! I was totally about to skip over one of my favorite houses. What on earth? It's not this one. It's the next one. It's Billy's house. Anyone want to be a ternate roommate with me inside my house? And roommate June. Nicole, are you okay? Do we need to, like, contact somebody? Oh.
Nicole's just a little lonely. No big deal.
You know what'll help that? We need to get Nicole a picture of a turnip in a frame.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. How do you feel about fairy tales and, like, beaten parks?
I love them.
They're pretty cool.
All right, we're going pastel here. Those clock towers back there behind the house, love them. This carousel, I don't know how I managed to fit this in here. Love it. And there's even like a little space to have a picnic on the mushrooms.
That's so cute.
And then, like, inside is just adorable. This is just, like, as cute as it gets. Like, all of the cute furniture, the mushroom seats again showing up.
Oh, the bubble machine.
Yeah, the bubble machine. So, actually, one of my favorite things about this house is if I go over here and stand like this, you can't see the bubble machine, which means, let's see, where is the option to move? Oh, I don't know if I can do it from here. I'm going to be flipping through these for a second. When you're finishing up photos, provided you have just finished up a house, you can actually move residents around. It won't let me do it now, unless... Nope, that's moving the camera. So you can actually have her sit in that chair and just have bubbles blown on her, and you can't see the machine. Don't ask me why that's not the cover photo for this. I don't know. Oh no, she needs one of the strings of light replaced.
Oh no.
I think you can turn that back on.
She's sitting in front of it.
Yeah, she said it's too bright here.
Huh.
It's hurting my eyes.
Okay, I see how it is. I'll never design another vacation house for you again.
She moved the second you left!
I think she's gonna follow you outside.
Just like,
They're
oh, thank
really
goodness
clingy.
she's leaving.
I see how it is. BigScared crime, just saw your tweet.
Oh yeah, there's a very important tweet in reply to the going live message for this very showcase, where you can ponder your framed picture of a turnip. It's very important.
So, there's some really unusual themes, and Billy's was one of my favorites. I mentioned before the start of the showcase, Billy was actually one of my first residents on my island, and so I love him. And I wanted to do right by him when he asked for a vacation house. And so he did, his was a ceramic studio. So this is where I flex my knowledge of ceramics. Are you ready? I took one class in college, and therefore I'm qualified to tell you about them. I gave him a little outside table to work on them on and have them air dry. And then, a nice little fountain over here to help with reclaim, and a bucket to throw them in. Actually, several buckets to throw reclaim clay into. Workstation, plenty of storage, because honestly, if you're working with clay, you need it. One thing I will say is Animal Crossing does not have nearly enough plastic covers for an actual ceramic studio, so there's that. That wood fire oven I love, once again showing up as a kiln this time instead of just a oven. Or maybe he's making food in it. I wouldn't recommend like cross-contaminating the two of those things. Seems bad.
I mean, you never know. Like, creating all that ceramic is hungry work. I can imagine. So you gotta have your stone cooked pizza every once in a while.
Yeah, that's fair. There's another inside kiln. This one's still wood burning, and I added this smoker to work as an electric kiln. Way less space though, unfortunately. A bucket and a mop, and then another place for reclaimed clay, because you can never have enough space for that. Although really, Billy, you should be throwing it all into one trash can and then processing it as you fill it up, but I'm not going to judge you. It's your studio. Plenty of wood and places to work. I wanted to keep this open because I think you should have plenty of space to move things around when you're working on stuff. Of course, more storage up on the shelf or on the wall. And let's be real. If you're in an actual studio, this wall would not be white. It would be nasty.
Guessing from all the splattering of the ceramics.
Well, yeah, but that and clay dust.
Oh, right, yeah.
The dust from working with clay kind of just gets everywhere, and one of the things they recommend when you're working with actual clay is to wear a mask, because the particles and particulates are really bad for you to breathe in. And as things dry, if you're trimming anything, like that dust will kick up and you'll breathe it in. It's not good for you, so don't do that. There's also, of course, plenty of exhaust and fans to keep the air clean. A nice little radio for some tunes. Some more places to dry some clay. All of which is... Billy, excuse me. I would like to go inside there, Billy. Please. Billy, please.
The real question, can we go inside there, or is this another prison?
It's not a prison. I have navigated inside there and sat down without trying to move the piece of furniture.
A round of applause for critique, please.
So this, I think in my head, I was like, this is obviously a place to do like paperwork and stuff. So there's plenty of light, and there's some papers there. And also, I guess some other things have managed to make it onto Billy's work desk, but I absolutely adore this one. It seems like less vacation house and more like private studio in the woods.
For some people, a private studio in the woods is their vacation. And I think that's dope.
No lies. All right. You know what? I think actually before we go to the next set of houses, it is time once again to go back to our main island and visit one of our, what are the words I'm looking for? Facilities. So, Tora picked last time, BigScared. Would you like to see a cafe, a restaurant, or a hospital?
I would love to see the cafe.
All right, cafe it is.
I want to see what you can do with a full cafe as opposed to a house that looks like a cafe.
I mean, that's fair.
It's an important distinction, and one that I think requires some unpacking.
One of my favorite things about all these houses is half of them don't have a bed or like a kitchen or like a functioning bathroom.
Do you have... Is his name Lionel? Have you made a house for him?
No, I have not.
Oh, I encountered him and he asked for a toilet paradise. His house was a massive bathroom. It was incredible.
That is amazing. So I mentioned Shy earlier because I saw some love for Cinnamon in the chat. She is working as a waitress here because you can assign residents jobs on the island. This is really like... This had a very different like vibe originally. Originally there was like a ton of like tables in here and way more chairs, and it was difficult to move around. So I came in and redesigned the whole thing.
This looks phenomenal.
I like the dark aesthetic it's got going.
Yeah. I kind of wanted something a little bit more cozy. So I turned all the lights down to low.
I want to eat one of those little snacks out of the cupboard.
I know, they're so cute.
They look so
like
good.
They look so like those cupcakes. Way too much frosting. This may be a hot take, but those people that make cupcakes and like half of them is frosting, you need like half that amount of frosting, please. But otherwise, they look delicious, and I love them. Please, let me eat them.
You see, what I would do with that much frosting is rip the bottom of the cupcake off and put it on top.
See, I've heard that, but I still think that it's the same amount of frosting to cake.
It is. It's just proportioned differently to the cake, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
So yeah, this is supposed to be like a serving bar for like drinks and stuff. And then like the actual food is supposed to come from over here. So there's a small kitchen. That's where the treats are in the display case. And we haven't seen this yet, but for some reason I really like, again, talking about pieces of furniture that are like keep showing up. That pot set on the wall. It shows up so much.
Oh, I love that pot set, yeah.
It's so nice. But yeah,
I always use every opportunity to stick that on a wall in a villager's house. Like if they happen to have a kitchen, it's like I have to have the pan set there.
Mm-hmm.
Also the broom.
Yes, the broom needs to go everywhere. Okay, you know what? I would like to revise. It is not us being cursed. It's actually chat being cursed. That's what's going on.
Yeah, I'm seeing some pretty hot frosting takes in chat today.
I am not here for frosted turnips. I do not support that.
But do you support drinking the frosting like a Capri Sun?
Turnips.
I do not support that either. I would like to speak to the people who do, because I'm concerned for them.
Okay,
what type of frosting has that consistency? Excuse me, Lon.
Yes.
Oh no, we have once again found another trap you can't get to. It's non-functional. I failed.
You can't go sit in the chairs. Sad.
Yeah. Again, I really love these marble like shorelines and cliffs. I think they look so good. Let me see if I can go inside the house. I'm only using one hand because I have a coffee in the other. Also, really like, when it comes to like ceiling furniture, I love this drapery. I think it's so nice.
Yeah.
Can we
I
talk
see
about...
you got all the, got some of the, what do you call it? The furniture based off of...
The Zodiac?
The Zodiac, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I was gonna say, can we talk about how this house looks so much more rich than the person that we saw earlier who wanted to have the rich
villager
house?
who was supposed to have a rich house.
The difference between rich and opulent right here. This is opulent.
Like, there's an elegance to this house, though. Like, that other house was just gaudy. And that's because he asked for a gaudy house.
Oh, and the jewelry on the table. Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Just a winged Venus in the living room, no big deal.
Isn't it so nice? I feel like... Wait, where is she? I feel like she would need some artwork in her house. Look at her. She loves it. She's here for it.
Gorgeous.
Is the birth of Venus over there? No big deal.
No big deal.
Not at all. Also, like, this bed. This is the nicest bed in the game. It's so pretty. I like the birch tree one better, like, functionally, but, like, that one, just very pretty. No. Actually, no, Pickle, wait. If you're gonna learn how to do a cooking showcase, what you should do is you should make one of those hyper-realistic, like, cakes as a turnip from Animal Crossing.
Yes.
So, I don't know if anybody here has lived along the shoreline, but we have some wave breaks over here, so her house does not get swept away by the waves. This is Agnes, yeah? Yes, okay. Oh, more presents! Are we in Flavor Town? Yes, that is the vibe this house gives off, huh? Like some random, like, seaside...
Nothing says shoreline more than boxes of fish next to the grill.
I mean... You're not wrong.
Angus Fieri over.
Oh no! So these are even worse chairs. So on the rating scale, if we're doing a tier list of things, these chairs are like second to last. These chairs, bottom tier. These are the worst. There's like no support. You just have to deal with like falling every time you sit. I hate them.
Is this a critique being judgy moment again?
As someone who's actually like used those type of chairs, yeah, they're a pain.
Maybe. Really, like, honestly, the only vibes I got from this one, I can't even remember what her theme was, but just all of the vibes told me, seaside bar. That's where we're at. Just like some cocktails.
Seaside bar that serves canned vegetables.
That's not okay, Tora. We need to talk.
Yes.
Those are not vegetables. These are vegetables, yes. But most of the restaurants do not. A lot of restaurants, especially ones where they're making stuff cheap, they're not using fresh vegetables.
That is very true.
Also, shout out to this person, whoever decided that they needed more drinks, and so they started putting them on chairs. Good for them. I'm happy for them.
I like to point out that the drink on the floor, I think that's the drink anyway. Oh no, that's another one. There is a specific drink that they call vacation juice, and some people have theorized that it's actually Nintendo trying to dodge calling it an alcoholic drink.
I mean, we see you, Nintendo. These are not sodas. These are just alcohol. These are mocktails, basically. Whether or not there's alcohol in them is up to interpretation. But
I mean, to be fair, a lot of the drinks look like they might be alcoholic drinks, so it's all up to interpretation.
Like that could be a Mai Tai. Nobody knows.
Why is there a bucket of fish in the corner? 'Cause it's a seaside house. You gotta have your bucket of fish.
All right, where would I use the bucket of fish if not in the seaside house?
As someone who lives in a coastal town of Alaska, I can confirm that fish are quite abundant over here.
So, how do you all feel about like a nice little gothic manor? How do you like that?
I like gothic
I love
stuff.
it.
This is Sasha and Ruby. These two, I love these villagers. Sasha just... Something about Sasha tells me that Sasha's like 2 seconds away from like I don't know. Sasha gives off I'm gonna cuss somebody out in Walmart for like stepping in front of me vibes.
Yeah,
Love that for
feral
her.
little gremlin energy, and I appreciate that.
Goth
I see
lesbians.
So
I love this.
Oh my goodness.
I love the wallpaper effect and the floor effect. So all of the rabbits, I think, have space themed or moon themed houses that they would like you to make, and I was just like, oh well, I already made Sasha a house. Why don't I make Ruby a house? And so why don't I just make them roommates? So I did, and here's their kitchen. Very small, because I feel like these two gremlins are ordering out a lot. I feel like they're not cooking. I think it's dangerous to let Sasha and Mira.
They're college students. They don't have much money. Actually, if they were college students, they'd be eating ramen.
They would not have a vacation house.
Roommates too.
A shout out to the disco ball up there. I felt like it was appropriate. And now, into the bathroom. This is a very small bathroom, but it works. There's the bathtub. There's a closet for their clothes.
What do you mean? The bathroom's bigger than their kitchen.
It should be if you're eating out that much.
Oh!
And then this is their living room. They can either sit in front of the... Wait, no. I just realized how gay I made this. I'm sorry.
No, it's Pride Month. Describe it in detail.
It's roommate June critique. It's okay.
Have you not heard... Wait, now I have to go back downstairs. Have you not heard that the moon is a lesbian?
I have heard that.
Okay, yeah, she's in love with her wife, the sea. Never destined to meet. I just took these two rabbits and I literally gave them moon seats facing each other in front of a massive moon.
Gorgeous.
I don't know how I can make this more gay. I guess I could have given them the same room. Existential space house is a good description. So still keeping with the like sky or space themed upstairs, the wallpaper is much lighter, lavender stars, and the floor is lavender carpet. These two just look so good together. I know, I read it too.
So good.
I believe this is I believe this is Ruby's room. So just like nice teddy bears, really soft and cozy.
Cryogenic pod, no big deal.
You know, sometimes the lesbians are into a little cyberpunk, okay? Let them have that.
I mean,
Let
how
them
else
have that?
how else do you think Ruby got those red eyes?
True, this is how she gets her beauty sleep.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ruby. And this is Sasha's room. So hers, again, was a little bit more, it had bamboo in the required items. And so I was like, oh, I can use some of the Japanese furniture, and really just make it, like, blend in. And still have, like, her style, but maybe not so much downstairs. And that's what this is. There's also... I do this a lot when I don't know what to do with walls. I just throw a ton of albums up there because I think hanging up albums is cool. And if given half the chance, I would have my entire room be like wall to wall.
I always like if I see there's a bunch of wall space in the house, I'd always just throw up albums or paintings or just random clocks and stuff.
And like the wall, I almost feel like there's not enough furniture for what they want with the walls.
Ooh, party.
Yes. So Hey, who wants to go have a party at the bowling alley?
Me.
That's the inside vibes here in Twiggy's house.
I love it.
So, got some outside stuff.
I mean, who hasn't had a birthday party at some sort of like fun center with a bowling alley and an arcade?
I mean, if you haven't, I don't think you're really missing out on much. Honestly, it's like having a birthday party at the house, but like more expensive, and also like I feel worse somehow, but you do you. Anyways, just everything everywhere. I don't know why. Why is that off? Can I change it? Can I? Okay, there we go. We got it. It's on now. Me and Twiggy just chilling, eating some birthday cake.
I love the flooring in the wall. It's very party-like.
Yeah. Word of warning, I don't remember what I did for the second floor here. I have a feeling it's very dark.
We're gonna get jump scared by the second floor. Let's go.
Honestly, better than getting jump scared by Xenoblade.
True.
He does look a little angry.
It's a discotheque.
Ah, okay. So this is the game room, yeah? You know, you have all the arcade stuff in like a separate area from the party stuff. I don't know how they managed to get the drink up there. They're all so short. How'd that happen? I don't know. How did you do that? How did I do that? Also, one of my only uses of the counters, because oftentimes there are tables that work just as well and honestly look a little bit better, so enjoy it while you see it. See. After this, we're gonna go check out the restaurant.
Beautiful.
So, Pashima's vacation home here. Again, more flowers because she was, again, more garden themed. This time I put the working station kind of outside. But still a lot of really beautiful, like, flowers and garden stuff. And actually plenty of space to get around, unlike some of the other ones. I think there's also pink roses there, too. So this is just like a nice little hangout zone. There's the bed. If it will let me lay down. No, it just wants me to... Okay, I don't actually know. Does this bed have a headboard? It's just circular.
Yeah, that's a good question. Are you approaching the bed from the correct side?
I have no idea.
Is it?
Oh, there we go. We got
go.
it. Honestly, I probably should have turned that 90 degrees, but that's okay. Nobody can judge me. Except, are you judging me, chat? Please don't judge me.
Chat is judging you, but not for this. There is some rightfully upset Xenoblade fans in chat right now that are threatening to send you some turnips.
Oh no, my worst fears. Come true. How will I survive? Let's see. So, this one, I wanted to give her kind of like space to have like either a workshop or like classes. So there's plenty of chairs and tables, and that's half of the room. And then you have this nice, the partitions are kind of supposed to act like massive windows. So
I love the little drapes you have right here.
Yes, they're so cute. I don't think I've explained this, but you don't get all of the furniture items when you just start out. You have to unlock them by doing like various themes and various like things. So after building like 25 vacation houses, you finally get access to all the Nook items. So stuff you can buy from Tim and Tommy's store. And so you make do with what you have, but that set of curtains is actually unlocked from the Japanese theme. So that's just another customized option for those. So this one I really broke up. So like you can only get into this room. There's only one walkway, so you can't get to that side area back there. You have to come through, and then there's like a nice little bath and more shelves, this time placed correctly without a turnip on them. Those are houses. I will not take arguments from this.
The upset of the century, no turnip photos. Not a single framed turnip in sight. I am floored right now.
No framed turnip photos.
So
Invalid.
no turnip photos?
No turnip photos. I know I'm disappointing some people in chat right now. I also made sure that this wooden partition right here, the slotted one, oh no, you can get back here. You just have to slide, and it's difficult and awful, and I hate that for her. I made sure that it was facing the bath so you could put your drink to the side, which is very important. But yeah, I really like this one. This is one of my favorite rooms. Like this and downstairs together. Oh, excuse me.
Wow.
Just casually pushing her out of the way. No big deal.
I said, excuse me. Like this and upstairs together. I think it looks so cute. Let's see. Oh no, I said I was going back to the hospital now. Or did I say the hospital or did I say the restaurant? The restaurant then. The hospital is last.
I see what you're trying to do here. You're trying to avoid the restaurant because you're worried that in there will be framed photos of turnips. I see it, and I'm on to you, Critique.
I would be very surprised if there are, in fact, any turnips in this restaurant.
Vacation juice in the hot tub. The dream.
I mean, honestly, we all would love that. Don't you lie?
I mean, I won't lie.
Just enjoying some nice juice in the hot tub. That sounds great. So into the restaurant we go. So while the cafe was really like low lit, this is a little bit more warm.
The restaurant. Oh my goodness.
We got my besties Bianca and Billy in here. So there's that. And there's this nice little bar so everybody can sit here and get their drinks. And then there's like family style sit downs. I don't know how these windows work because this very obviously leads to another room, but that's okay. They can be fake windows. Again, I don't know how that light got turned off.
Listen, sometimes the bulbs inside the light fixtures go out. You just gotta keep up with them ever so often.
I don't think turnip juice is the type of thing you would drink in the bath, but okay, Pickle, we're not gonna judge too hard. And this is the kitchen. So there are, of course, outfits on the walls. There's plenty of pots and pans, plenty of like prep stations, and then actual like different types of cooking methods. So like fire and more fire. And actually, if you get down to it, most cooking methods are just fire. So
yeah, exactly.
There's that.
Hey, Critique, would you like to know a fun fact?
I am here for a fun fact.
Did you know that turnip juice is rumored to be an antioxidant? It helps you with your blood sugar. Some people believe it helps against cancer. It helps with pain and swelling. And apparently, for some folks, it tastes good too.
I can believe most of the other things. I cannot believe the last one. I do not believe turnip juice tastes good.
It is highly recommended you drink turnip juice while staring at a photo of a turnip.
Yes. Yes.
Tora, I think you're just making stuff up to mess with me now. Is that allowed? Are we gonna have to ask you to leave?
Now, I don't know about you, chat, but if I had a lovely, fresh, frosty glass of turnip juice waiting for me at my vacation rental, I might be more inclined to buy one. How do you feel?
Chat, I'm really wait, no. I don't think cilantro tastes like soap. I love the taste of cilantro. Are you one of the people who thinks cilantro tastes like soap?
Yeah, is this another cilantro situation where some people think turnips just taste funny when really they're delicious and you should be drinking them?
See, Valeria gets it.
I have other sources of antioxidants, thank you very much. I will eat a salad every day if it means I never have to drink turnip juice.
Drink the turnips. It's the new chant of chat. Drink the turnips.
Oh.
Do we have to make an incentive for you to drink turnip juice on stream, Critique?
Only if we can get Crime to actually play Shadow the Hedgehog.
Agreed.
Somebody's on Team No Cilantro, and I apologize, but you're wrong.
Drink the turnips. Thank you, chat. Thank you.
And chat, how do you feel about like backstage audio equipment?
That's a lovely
Yes.
setup.
I always make sure when I have backstage audio equipment, I bring my metronome.
How do you feel about Tomato Joe's?
Not a fan.
I'm sorry.
So, let me get this straight, Tora. You are pro turnip, but anti tomato.
Listen. I have
I'm not
nothing to add
judging,
to
I
that.
just want to understand. Place
Turn
No
up-
explanations.
A tomato isn't as aesthetically pleasing to look at as a turnip.
True, you cannot frame a picture of a tomato and stare at it while you're drinking your tomato juice. It just does not hit the same.
You are absolutely allowed to do that. I don't know what on earth you're talking about. Oh gosh, I can't go through the wall.
Game said no peeping.
So
I know,
Critique is one of those people who absolutely drink tomato juice while looking at a framed picture of a tomato, but will not drink turnip juice while looking at a framed picture
Actually,
of a turnip.
Real talk, I do not like tomatoes.
But you like tomato juice.
No, I don't like tomato juice either. I'm trying to...
Well then.
I'm going to ban whoever started that poll. I'm going to find out who did
drink
that.
the turnip juice? Yes or yes? The obvious answer is yes. Yes.
So I feel like turnip ketchup would just be like horseradish sauce or something. Like something in that vein.
Oh, that does... Yeah. That tracks. Ooh, I love the vibe of this plate. Also, is he in jail right now?
I would like to say Sterling is in jail and he cannot leave. Actually, wait, these might be walking. Yes, he can leave.
He's not in jail. Let's
He's
go.
not in jail. I'm so proud for it. So, actually, real quick, I chose this house and the roof because it was the closest to a rocket ship I could get. Horseradish is not turnip. You're right. Oh no, it was so cute. Who wants to go on a mission to outer space with Sterling? I do not want to.
I would love to. This seems great.
This seems fun.
There's some vibes here. I don't know what they are, but we're here for them.
Listen, they don't call me Big Scared for nothing. I want to be in here and I want to feel a little, you know, just a little creep up my spine when something goes a little bit wrong. Oh, I love it.
Just a little bit. Okay.
Not too much.
Apparently, they have been inspired by sci-fi movies and TV shows. Is the vibe I'm getting here from this
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, real not Star Trek vibes, I don't think, but something similar in that vein.
It's giving Mystery Science Theater 3000 in the best way.
I can't believe I agreed to do this showcase, and I made 11 worst arch enemies today. Unbelievable. So, like, obviously downstairs is supposed to be, like, the working area, and upstairs is supposed to be, like, the crew quarters and the lounge areas. So that's why there's bunk beds and, like, very little space to sleep.
I love that wallpaper, by the way.
Yeah, I really like the effect on some of these wallpapers where it looks like you're looking outside. Oh, and also I lit the pathway, so even if it's pitch black, you can see there's still lights in here.
I love sitting in my airplane chair while I eat sweets.
3 of the votes were Astria. That means I actually made 9 arch enemies today. That's good to know.
But you can't forget that both options on the poll were yes. So the 11 were just the winning yeses. We can't forget about the losing yeses, too.
Only 11 voted capital yes.
So you're saying lowercase yes doesn't matter?
Lowercase yes got 0 votes.
Wow.
I can't believe Critique is discriminating against lowercase letters.
Wow.
I mean, I did say it was judgmental, right?
True.
She
Anyway.
is a true capitalist.
Yes, I'm doing all of this for money, not because I enjoy the game.
Speaking of money, chat, do you have your pocketbook out? Are you ready to sign a contract for one of these lovely vacation homes?
Right now, bidding starts at $1 million.
That's a steal for the sheer volume of pots you'll have on your kitchen walls.
And remember, bid now and you get a free framed picture of a turnip to add to your lovely home.
No, you're not getting a turnip. That's the one thing I will not put in your house.
Okay, so Critique will not put a framed photo of a turnip in your house, but I will put a frosted turnip in your fridge if you buy now.
I appreciate the assistance.
I will provide free turnip juice for all who come to the house viewing.
And maybe, just maybe, if you squint hard enough, you'll still see a framed photo of a turnip.
There is not a framed photo of a turnip here.
Shh, shh, shh. It's
They don't
okay.
need to know that.
It's okay. It won't hurt you.
So these two, definitely roommates. And by roommates, I mean lesbians.
Absolutely.
They were roommates.
Also, this is Chai. Chai is one of the Sanrio collab characters. I think this is Etoli? She's also one of the Sanrio characters. I can't remember their names, but the twins from Sanrio. That is the character she represents. And this is their upstairs. They have a shared bed. They have a nice little comfy couch to watch TV on. They have plenty of storage.
I would love to have a cloud bed.
Yeah, it looks so comfy. Like you could just sink into it, huh? Both of them immediately came in and started watering the plants.
Let's go, lesbians.
How very gay
Let's
of them.
go.
It's only one bed too, so it's confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed gay. Yeah, the little twin stars. Hello Kitty Hangout. This is Rilla and Toby's house. Another two of the Sanrio characters. Rilla is Hello Kitty, and then Toby is... Oh, what's the frog's name? I'm not even gonna try to say the frog's name.
Starts with the K.
Kuropi?
Yes,
Kuropi, yes.
Kuropi.
Kuropi's dope.
I love him. Look at him. Look at the little lanterns he gets. They have his face on them. And also he gets that bridge back there, the little garden feature.
Oh, I love that. I was gonna say this earlier, but I am a big sucker for Japanese aesthetic.
Oh, this one was a nightmare. I had such a hard time deciding how I wanted to divide up the space. So this is a little storage, like this is a closet. And this is like Rilla's room. That's why everything in here is Hello Kitty. She has some she has some space to sit and like watch TV and like a nice little table to eat or do arts and crafts or whatever she wants. And then this is Toby's room over here, along with Toby's storage. You can see Toby's cute little apple hat up there, along with the boots and the jacket. Actually, I let BigScared and I believe Roadkill pick out my outfit. This jacket is actually the cinnamon roll jacket.
It's very cute.
It is very cute.
Here's Toby's room. Rilla, please give Toby space. Please. What is she looking at? Oh, the
wall decoration, yeah.
I feel some hostility coming from the mods right now. I apologize. What did I do to upset you all?
You denied us a nice, cool glass of turnip juice.
Is it the turnip juice or is it the framed photo of a turnip?
It's both.
Like,
both.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
It's both. I wasn't going to bring up the framed photo, but now that you have.
But by discriminating against framed photos of turnips, you've started the Great Turnip War of 2023.
The last Great Turnip War. Okay. Oh no. So like, I put their rooms downstairs because I feel like oftentimes people default to bedrooms upstairs, and then I put their living space upstairs this time. So just to mix it up a little bit, I think this works out really well because there's space for a bathroom, there's some area, there's like a cooking spot, and there's still like a place to lounge and have some nice food and chill out.
And
of course,
all the furniture that I would love to have in real life, the Hello Kitty furniture, especially that table.
That table is very good.
Meanwhile, I'm out here still just... Please, Froogie chair. I need you.
That chair is so good. All right, we're getting close to the end. We'll see how long this takes. We might try to speed run it so we can get a treat, and we'll see. This is, of course, I talked about Pecan being one of my favorite villagers earlier. This is her house, and I went for a little bit more like elegant vibe. All of her patio furniture is dark. Of course, that means that it won't look as bad when it fades, but it will fade fast. But that's fine.
You know, all this talk of favorite villagers, I never got a chance to talk about mine.
Oh, what is your favorite villager?
Olivia, actually.
Who's Olivia? The duck?
She's the cat. She's a snooty cat. She has like the Siamese like color points.
Oh, okay. I will have to look her up. I do not have all of the villagers memorized.
But like other than her, I like a lot of the cat villagers, especially what's her name? Rosie. Rosie's really cute.
Excuse me. Yeah, I like a lot of the cat villagers, but there's some of them that have like the what is it? The feisty personalities, or maybe it's the snooty personalities that like...
Yeah, there's certain ones with snooty personalities, certain ones with peppy personalities.
I think my favorite personality type is the sisterly ones.
The Uchi?
Yeah, you know the ones.
Yeah, I like the big sister ones.
Okay, that partition is there because I think it's really weird to have your toilet right next to the bathtub. But, like, really the partition should be here so you have more privacy.
Yeah, I mean, you need privacy whether you're taking a bath or using the toilet anyway, so. Also, once again, they were roommates.
They were roommates, except for, you know what? They acknowledge that they cannot sleep in the same bed. And that's healthy for them, and it works. And I'm so proud of them for, like, figuring out what works for them and actually being willing to communicate for that.
Chrissy and Francine, twin rabbits, are best, yes. Agreed.
There's so many villagers. Shout out to kids somehow getting their camera stuck at the top of that pillar. I don't know how they did that.
That is quite impressive.
No!
Goats can climb near sheer cliff surfaces. So I'm sure getting up there was no problem.
Sure. It went easy. Now, if only he can get up there and get the camera down without breaking it, because those are expensive.
Maybe he put it up there so that way nobody else touches it.
That's fair. Earlier I mentioned the trick of having one floor color and then adding these rugs to make it look like there's two different floors. So I did that here. This is also a photo studio, so I wanted to give people like space to change. And then the actual like room to shoot in is in here. Right now it's set up like a little.
So I'm guessing this is supposed to be like a photography studio.
Mm-hmm. Could you not tell from the camera?
I mean, yes.
Ooh, it's kind of romantical up here.
Ooh.
So I wanted to give Kit like a dark room, but they don't really have like dark room equipment, and so it was like, what does a dark room need? It needs to be dark. Typically they're lit with red light, right? And you need some space to process the photos and hang them up. And you need sinks, right? Because you're handling chemicals and stuff and you need to be able to clean yourself. So, yeah.
You've never seen those mannequins before? Crime?
And then this is just his personal space. Just a nice little bedroom for him.
But yeah, there are mannequins with human-like proportions in this game, as weird as that is.
Hey, BigScared, how does that fit into the theory of things?
You know, it adds to the realism and the argument that these are people because their mannequins are people, right? Like, we, the player, are the only ones that don't see them as the people they are. We just see their lovely personas.
Really bold of them to just, like, you know, some of them are some of them are wolves. Like, I feel like a wolf is a basic persona. I'm not sure, but I feel like that's super basic. And then some of them are like penguins.
Meanwhile, I'm over here like, okay, Raymond, we get it. You're a cat boy. Please move on.
Please chill.
Yes, we get it.
Oh, yeah. Why is Leonardo da Vinci's David in human proportions in this?
Yes.
Well, that raises another question, because all of the great works, like, what is this? I don't remember the name of this photo or this pic.
Why do they all have
Coldplay album cover
in them?
It is the Coldplay album cover, but this is like depicting a war. Do wars exist in the Animal Crossing universe? Mm-hmm. Can somebody?
Yes, it's called the Great Turnip War.
I thought that was the last thing. I thought Lass was fighting the Turnip War against me.
No, everyone who knows anything about the Turnip War knows that it will be happening at the Lady Arcaders Super Showcase from the 6th to the 9th of July.
Okay? Yes, the funny dates. 6th to 9th of July.
That's where the Great Turnip War is going to be.
Actually,
the Great Turnip War, where in the end, Critique will be forced to drink turnip juice.
Wow.
Since you brought it up, I would love to thank everybody for submitting to last, especially anybody who like is new to the community or maybe doesn't like engage with the community as much. We really appreciate all of your submissions. We are going through them now. And honestly, thank you for making Games Committee's job difficult, because boy, is it difficult. But we can't wait to see what everybody gets to show off. So thank you. We appreciate it. And we hope to see you watching.
I can't
to see
wait
you in chat
to show off my showcase where I paint framed photos of turnips.
Did you submit that?
No.
Next year idea.
Next year, though. Next year.
So we are going into, oh god, this one is the one I set up like a college, like I went in and I was like, this person is a college student. He has no way to take care of himself. This is Bam's house. He is again at this rocky island. So no plants for him, but
he does have the acoustic guitar though.
He definitely, looking at him and the way he's dressed, he definitely has college student vibes. So
yeah, he's got the couch like right up next to the TV. He's got that's not a baseball, that's a basketball. I know what sports are. You can't fool me.
No, that's a baseball. You've never seen them throw their baseball in the net.
You're right. I don't know what those are. I only know what softball are because I'm a lesbian.
It's alright. I only know what a framed photo of a turnip looks like. I couldn't identify a sports ball if I tried.
We see acknowledgement that it is at least a sports ball. I am not wrong about that. So we are winning somehow.
This is a very college apartment.
Yeah, okay. I think I was going in as a college like student, but then I was like, this is just a bachelor pad. This is just like a nice bachelor pad.
This is that person that was definitely in a like fraternity or sorority, but like never left that mindset when they graduated.
Mm-hmm.
Their place.
Yeah, definitely. He does not know how to do his own laundry. Somebody please help him. Yeah, it is too nice for an actual college student. I should keep that in mind. The only thing that really screams college student in there is that rug that's like rumpled.
The garden.
Yes. Look at how nice this is. She has bees. They keep bees as pets. That's wild to me. Wait, no. Is beekeeping just keeping bees as pets? Or am I like...
Nah, beekeeping is like using bees to make honey.
Yeah, it's more like ranching.
Yeah,
okay,
ranching bees. Do not pour ranch on bees.
Yeah, don't do that. If you plan to ranch bees, don't do it with dressing.
So this was another a floral suggestion, and I honestly was running out of ideas when I got this one, and so I was just like, you know what, backdrop all that ivy. You're gonna have a nice like window to see the outside, still again in the same vibe of a florist kind of, with all of the wreaths and stuff. Like those are something for sale, and the greenhouses, but not as bad.
I am very concerned that you gave her a scorpion.
Some people keep scorpions as pets. I don't think that's that weird.
They seem very safe.
You can buy one at PetSmart.
That's the first time I've heard that.
I know you can definitely keep them as pets. I wouldn't suggest it, but like you can.
Definitely for the more experienced handler.
Yeah. Oh, so this one, since the background has rain in the forest, I wanted to make sure the drapery kind of felt like clouds. That was the big thing in this room.
Very cute.
Let's see. How many houses do we have left? we have Shrunk's Shack. This is actually one that I made last night. And I've never liked Shrunk. He gives me real goblin energy. So this is his vacation home. He seems like the type that would love tiki torches.
This is the first time I've encountered this man, and I'm having a very strong feeling about it.
He's an axolotl, if that makes you feel anything.
That's a redeeming point, I guess.
I don't think this is Osborne as a villager.
You take that back and apologize to Osborne right now.
Or don't apologize to him. Just take it back. He seems like somebody who is very proud. And so I was like, yes, this is somebody who would have a ton of trophies. But also he seems like somebody who would let their wife decorate most of the space. And like, he would decorate maybe one room. And so I decided that room was this game room back here. Excuse me, Shrunk. And so, like, the idea that he decorated this. And this is what he came up with.
Beautiful. Where's the wife, though?
I have no idea. Maybe she's off. Maybe she hasn't come in yet.
Did she take the framed photo of turnips in the divorce? The chat needs to know.
Wait, why do you think he's divorced?
I don't know. I just get that
I mean, she's not around, so clearly.
Yeah, and I don't see any of her things. I just see her style.
Either he doesn't have a wife, or...
Can we talk about this poster of him on the wall?
So, actually, he's a VIP, so he's like a special character. And the only items that, like, came recommended for him were the poster and the picture of himself out there.
Why is the picture exactly the same picture? Oh no.
All right, no, now I have to go back. No, I've got to... Oh, shoot. I can access it from that menu. 1 second. We have one more facility to look at, and then we have about probably 15 minutes. So let us go check out Ocean View Memorial Hospital. No, that's just macrame. It was in the trans colors.
Yeah, that's just the stock macrame asset. That's just what it looks like.
I mean, if you decide to make judgments from that, you can. This is the waiting area for the hotel. There are 3 rooms. The most uncomfortable, like, synthetic leather chairs, because that's all hospitals will get you. Some water, a small kitchenette, the nurse's station.
I love the realistic look of discomfort on that sheep's face while they're sitting in the very uncomfortable chairs.
It's so true. Like, those are the worst. There are many things I can say about hospitals, but those chairs being uncomfortable, definitely one of them. Here is a patient's room. And then here is the exam room. Like I said earlier, Sasha's one of my favorite villagers, so Sasha is our doctor.
What a cutie!
Oh, I love the glasses. So cute.
The little hat. It's the little hat for me.
Careful out there.
This game does have it all. I have not made like a horror themed house yet, but one day. Also, shout out to hospitals doing this, putting chairs like right in front of like TVs just to maximize space.
Call that a overflow waiting area.
Yeah.
We call that the timeout corner.
I don't think that's what that's for, but okay. And then here is our patient's ward.
Oh.
Everybody gets like a little air conditioner. Everybody has their own IV stands. There is one TV. There's a nurse's station over here.
One TV that they have to turn their neck in order to watch.
Yep.
It's okay, they don't want to watch it anyway. There's no turnip TV in this hospital.
I feel so judged, and I have no idea why. So Tora and BigScared, I sent in that thread earlier today a picture that has very many Animal Crossing cards in it.
Yes.
I would like you to pick one of them.
Oh, wow. That's a huge responsibility. Oh.
Well, you have like 10 seconds, so.
Judy.
Judy? Okay. Go inside. Go inside. We are inside. Oh gosh, what does Judy look like again?
She is bisexual pride colors.
Can you tell me the background color of her card?
Her card.
Oh, I found her.
Is pink.
She is pink. Let's go. Yes. We will not get to do very much of this because we are almost out of time, but we can chill while I do this. And we can go right up to the 2-hour timer.
We'll get to see at least a little snippet of what it looks like to design a home, so...
Oh. I'm so used to using the Joy-Cons, I forgot where the touch point is on this. There we go. Yes! Where will they get all the breaking turnip news? That is the stock market news, you guys. I don't know. There's not an app for that.
No, you just gotta go and see the Nook brothers, and they'll give you all that hot turnip goss.
Yeah. We really need to talk about the infrastructure of these islands and just Animal Crossing in general.
Okay.
They're dominated by, like, the turnip market, right? And the person who decides the turnip prices, it feels like it's Tom Nook.
I always wondered, is it Tom Nook that sets the turnip prices? Or is it, the people who bring the turnips?
That's a real question. I have no idea.
Is the true currency turnips or bells? We'll never know.
Well, okay, so I feel like turnips represent some sort of raw material, like in our world. So the question is, what is that akin to? Is it just like sugar or flour or like food, or is it like gold?
Well, the turnips do go bad after a certain amount of time.
They go bad after a week.
So, I mean, I don't think it can be gold, because gold, like, doesn't oxidize. It doesn't, like... It doesn't go bad in that way. Alright. So, the first thing we do is we immediately switch our control scheme so we are not doing it, like, by moving things. We have the overhead view. Honestly, I like the wooden bridge.
So what is really neat about this and the game before it, Happy Home Designer, is that it was such a refreshing thing to have these sort of control layout where like you could just move stuff by dragging it around instead of having to like actually pull it like you would in past Animal Crossing games.
Yeah. That just takes so much time. It's wild. I'm so glad that they've changed that. Like,
yeah.
Just being able to do stuff like this saves so much time.
And yet we still cannot add multiple items to our shop cart. I want to buy more than one outfit at the store.
That is fair. Can somebody remind me what the bisexual colors are? They're like a dark blue, a pink, and a
purple.
Scholar posted an emote, so it's like, yeah, it's pink, purple, and blue.
I don't think I have blue roses. So I don't know if there's like just one flower I can do that with. Oh, I do. No, I don't. I have pink, purple. I have pink and blue cosmos. I guess we're just gonna have to make do. That's fine. I mean, it is Pride Month after all. Why not focus on all the Pride colors? Oh, but now that I look at this, I really want to pick... Since we're doing different colors, different flowers anyways, I want to pick a different flower for the blues than the... Yeah, there we
Ooh,
go.
I like that.
So we're gonna have to figure out some sort of like layout for that, and stop me when we hit 2 hours because I will just keep going.
We have about 8 minutes left, just shy.
Okay, that's perfect. I might be able to get some of the walkway done. It takes me a while to design these, and so when I submitted this to last, I was like, this will be a fun like challenge to see how fast I can get it done. I have no idea, like, because usually there's a special dialogue that plays when you're done with a villager's house if you take like longer than an hour to do it, because it's like, oh, you spent so much time on this, thank you. It's really nice to see like the attention to detail some of these things get. Let's see. Kind of feel like that's not pink enough now. Because that looks kind of purpley. It's mostly me designing a house is mostly me talking to myself and going, I don't know about that now.
Yeah, me designing a house ends up me taking hours just because I tend to really overthink everything. Be like, do I really want to put this here? I'd have to really like think about the type of layout that I want to make for the outside. Especially takes me forever because like doing outdoor stuff isn't really my forte, but interior design definitely is where I tend to be the strongest in.
I don't think there's a purple. There's a pink. That's fine. We can just rock with what we have.
It's close enough.
Yeah, nobody's gonna judge us. Chat, stop judging us. I know you are. Let me see. Let's look at her required items, because I mentioned this earlier. So she has to have somewhere in her house a mic stand, a flower stand, and a PA speaker. So that gives me kind of like choral recital vibes, and so I probably would focus on like setting up a stage and then like having a performer. Oh, there's flapper dresses. I think those are new.
Aww.
Yeah, all of these are new items because the red blinking light. It's interesting. Because of like just the flowers and the speaker and all of that. We go ahead and look at some of the housewares.
Yeah, so basically you'll have the recommended furniture, which are always on the top, and the furniture that shows up underneath, I think, is like furniture that like they suggest goes well with the kind of aesthetic you're looking for each of the villagers' houses. At least that's what the vibe I get each time.
Mm-hmm. It's like recommendations or something.
Yeah.
Can I not put rugs outside? I should be allowed to put rugs outside. This is silly.
Ow.
Yeah, I know. I will just make a dirt path then. And you can tell I don't even really play Animal Crossing that much because I don't have the full list of paths unlocked. I only have I'm missing 2 of them.
Yeah, the thing that's cool, but at the same time, like, it's kind of, what do you call it? It's kind of rough when you're used to these type of controls with the Happy Home Paradise, is when you unlock terraforming on your main island, you have to do all of the pathing and other stuff, like, individual, like
hand.
by
Yeah.
hand, yeah, and it's very tedious to do.
I wish I had more patterns because there are certain items that like you can just use a custom design, and I haven't interacted with that feature at all. Like there's so much cool stuff you can do without like even getting to like the really small details.
There's some pretty incredible custom content in this game. Like if you're a cosplayer and you have the capacity to go searching for these types of things, I've seen very well done like Sailor Moon cosplay, Zelda cosplay, Hello Kitty cosplay before there was DLC for it. Really impressive like crossover content with various Nintendo properties. I've seen realistic skins for people who are pregnant, people who have stretch marks, people with vitiligo. Like, if you can imagine it, people have created it with the custom skin content in this game. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Someone actually put a beautiful picture of Danny DeVito in Animal Crossing, and I downloaded that photo and I hung it in my bathroom on my island.
That is wild. People are really good at Animal Crossing, and I'm just mediocre. Like, if you liked any of the stuff that I did or any of the houses I showed off today, there are people who are much better at this that have much more interesting setups and stuff. But we are getting down to the wire, so I would like to go ahead and sign off and give everybody like all of our information and tell us where they can find us. So, BigScared, where can everybody find you?
I live on the internet as either BigScared or I'm BigScared in most places, but you can find me mostly on Twitch at twitch.tv/BigScared.
Yeah, thank you. Tora, where can everybody find you?
I am on most social sites just as DreamTora. I am also on Twitch at twitch.tv/DreamTora.
Cool. I am Critique Quartz, and for the most part, I don't stream. If you want to find any of my information or any of my content, I do have a YouTube channel. I haven't posted anything in a while, but I'm going to try to get back to that. Otherwise, I'm helping out Lady Arcaders over here. I also do hosting for various charity events. The most notable one coming up is Preventathon, which will be running, I believe, next weekend. I don't have the schedule offhand, but you should come check us out. We are benefiting Little Warriors. We also have the Super Showcase coming up that I will be helping out with as well. So, yeah, show up and support those charities. And yeah, I'm so glad you listened to us ramble for almost 2 hours now about nothing in particular, and also turnip juice.
Listen,
I feel like
I have an
I feel like
important
that's gonna
question
haunt me.
for
Yeah?
chat. Are you ready to buy an island timeshare? Have we convinced you?
Yeah, chat. How much are you willing to pay for one of these?
I would pay 1 million framed photos of turnips.
That is a lot of turnips. Okay. Do I hear a better offer? At least several turnips.
I'll raise that to 2 million framed photos of turnips.
Okay. What if I go 2 million framed photos of turnips and also a frosted turnip?
Honestly, if somebody wants to do a showcase where they show off making turnips or a realistic turnip cake, I want to see that, and I would love to like host and be commentary for that, because one, that's wild, but also I would be happy to live with the memes if you are willing to do that.
Listen, I hope I get invited to be there too. I don't want to make the cake, but I do want to witness it.
I would love to make the cake, but I don't have a setup right now, so we want to see cooking showcases. We want to see weird and unusual showcases. I know Lady Arcaders really seems like it's speedrunning focus, but that's not us. That's not just us. We welcome, of course, any woman and any gaming content that any ladies want to show off. So if you feel the word woman applies to you in any way, please join our Discord and ask for a invite to the private server. We would love to have you join this community and love to have you show off some of your favorite games. And I think that is time.
Very good.
And that concludes our attract mode for today. I hope it has been very insightful and that all of you are taking out your money and buying your future dream home, preferably with a framed picture of a turnip. But speaking of turnips, we are going to be, as Critique mentioned, we are going to be having a marathon next month called Lady Arcadia Super Showcase, taking place July 6th through the 9th. And currently submissions are closed, but we should have the schedule out on the 4th. And then, speaking of the 4th, we will have NBZ doing Picross Touch Showcase. So that at 2 p.m. Eastern. So that'll be a lot of fun. And with that concludes today's showcase. I have been DreamTora, and I thank you all for joining us.